Hi guys, so I am going to attempt to make for this Interdigital corn here an option. We had a silicone prop which didn't work, although it was just a single individual prop. So I'm going to show you the different options that we have available. But before we do that, as you know, the important thing is to debride. So I have several options available for this debriding process. I've got this, which is a 15 blade, most of you know, but I also have, one second, a really special blade, which is a gouge blade, and I will show you what that looks like. Just a minute. There you are, gougey blade. It's got a scoop. So I'm going to show you what happens when we scoop. So separate the toe first. And then I'm going to just put the chair down a little bit. There we go. How does that feel? Is that alright?
Yeah, fine.
Has it ever bled? Or are you...
No.
Okay. This is just to take the top layers off, but to get in between here is a bit tricky. And I don't want any bleeding, though that might be an unfortunate side effect. But hopefully not. I'll swap to my gouge blade. And with this, just scoop all the remaining callus off.
There's quite a lot of rubbish coming out then, isn't it?
There is loads. Which I wouldn't expect. What? Although, to be fair, some people do get hard skin build up like every 4 weeks, for example.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. Get it out this way. And so with the gouge blade, the great thing is you can actually scoop away all the dead skin. That is nice. With no bleeding. Hallelujah. Because I was convinced it was going to bleed. But it hasn't. So that's really, really good. And then, do you want me to make you this silicone to go between all the 3 toes? You remember we talked about that? To go to sort of hold it in place.
Yeah.
Do you want that? We'll try that. Yeah. All right.
So that's all hard skin.
This is just hard skin.
And why is it on that one and not on the other toes then, do you think?
It could be one, the way you're walking. It could be the type of shoes. It could be genetic. So anyone in your family might have had something similar. Yeah. It could also be with this foot. It'd be interesting to see an x-ray, because sometimes on an x-ray it will show that there's like a little bit of extra bone growth, which from inside is pushing out. Oh. And then as your toes tucked in underneath this one, it could just be pushing against it and causing that hard skin to build up. What else could it be? That's probably the main things that I can think of. I mean, I think you wearing the cotton there was a very good idea, because it helps absorb the moisture. So you can see here that this skin, where it's very white, is just macerated. It means it's just lots, very, very watery and very wet. So I don't know, do you dry between the toes or use surgical spirits?
Yeah, sort of rub in between the toes, and I put the skulls powder in.
Okay.
Is that good or bad?
Fine, that's fine.
Just.
Yeah, that's completely fine. Something to just keep it dry.
Yes.
There we go. I just really would love to get all this dead skin off.
Dead skin and things. Only before you actually showed me little lumps.
Yeah.
So is there a little lump?
There was a little lump this time, but the little lump is quite macerated. So it's not as prominent this time as it was previously. But there definitely was a little lump. And then you've got all this skin that's just built up here. I think it's just through shearing. So you know how I said the toe sort of sticks underneath the other one, it's just rubbed and rubbed and rubbed as you're walking? That's what it looks like to me, actually. Hopefully there will be no bleeding. I always take great pride if I don't cause a bleed. So fortunately your skin is behaving very well, as it should. All right, how does that feel if I press down in there? Does it still feel...
Right.
There's no pain. I'm going to really press.
Yeah, still
Still a little bit. No problem. Let's get some more out for you. Sorry, just let me know if I'm holding too tight or anything.
Yeah.
It does bother. The thing is as well, where the skin's all sort of wet and macerated, it does make it a little bit tricky to know the texture. And it's weird, you can feel the texture through the blade to know, yeah, that's more rubbery or that's harder.
That's harder.
So yeah, to me, it feels quite rubbery. And I'm like, oh, is that fresh skin or...
What is actually hurting? Is it this?
I wonder if it's the bone, because where I'm pressing now
Yeah.
and rolling my finger, I can feel the edge of the joint.
Yeah.
So
That's all
proximal
right.
phalanx.
That's okay.
So that feels fine where I'm pressing now.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So I think that's all out then.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Right. Let's put this on.
Because the action of putting your sock on
Can sometimes pull it off, can't it?
Yeah, but you're pulling the sock on, you're actually holding it in.
Correct.
As opposed to...
Yeah. So the idea is all of them, with socks, it should work quite well because it just holds everything in place.
Yes.
So what I've done is I've cut a little U in here,
yeah, that's right,
and that would go over the toe, like that. And then, yes, as you rightly say, by pulling the sock on, that should hold it in place. So that's option number one.
Yeah.
Option number two would be for us to make you a little... Because at least I've given them all to you. You can see if it works. Let's put that there. Even fancier one if you want it. I might do a blended mix silicone for you. Mix these together, and the idea is I create like a little sausage, which, as I said, comes in between those toes and around these ones, so it's held more closely in place. Because those are nice, but they will wear out after a while, and they get a bit grotty and then they get stretched. Whereas these should stay in place and last for quite a while.
Okay, good. All right.
So there we go. Now we're going to add some catalyst to it. Normally I'm supposed to measure it all out, but I've kind of got used to how much it takes.
There's problems with the staff, and the lady has agreed to stay over.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really quite good. Tuck that in there. So what it's doing is it's going in between all of the toes. Even the big one here, and I'm going to just massage it with some cream so we've got a nice little layer.
So that's...
and that's plan B.
Yes.
So you've got plan B and plan C. Do you want another one? Another one I could make, which is a lot thinner than this, would be to take some tube gauze, which I'll show you in a minute. Looks like this stuff. coat it in silicone and wrap it in between the toes so it sort of weaves.
Well, shall we try these two
To
to start with?
Yeah.
Yours?
Change it if you need it, and that's completely fine. No problem. So I'm going to get you to just chill there for a second.
So I've got an appointment for...
No, the two at the same time.
No.
Just because it will bulk it out and make it probably very uncomfortable.
Yes.
That I need to trim. It's fine. Looks like.
And then this afternoon I've got...
That's going to get cut off.
Because I've got a problem with it.
Oh no! What's wrong with the computer?
Well, it's just labels.
When you say labels, you mean like files?
Yeah.
Oh.